This summer, the Olympic Games are in Paris, and I'm pretty sure when you hear Peel Regional Police, you probably aren't thinking Olympics. But here on this squad is a husband and wife duo who both competed in the 2004 Olympics and combined have won hundreds of medals in rowing.
So going to the Olympics is something that it's very difficult to express in words. To represent the country and to be able to win a medal for that country is absolutely amazing.
The husband and wife duo, Elena and Daniel Mastican, competed in the Olympics in 2004, following a Hall of Fame-worthy career on the water. But how did they go from that to Peel Regional Police?
So when we came here, he decided to be a police officer here, and I followed the career. We were in the same boat from beginning.
Elena, a special constable with Peel, earned 95 medals both nationally and internationally. And Daniel, who is a constable with police, also won dozens of medals rowing. When they find out kind of what your backstory is, what's their reaction?
I was either surprised, but I always say, first of all, I'm a human being, I'm normal. I know I achieved a lot of stuff, but I wasn't even, I was a little surprised, but as I achieving them.
They aren't the only athletes on the force who come with a stacked resume. Jessica Rakoczy is a multiple world champion in boxing, and it was at a UFC event in Montreal where she was competing that the now president of the Peel Regional Police Association approached her about a job.
After he knew I was going to retire, he told me he's like, I have a perfect job for you, and boy, he was right. Yeah, this has been the most amazing experience and amazing job I've ever had.
Rakoczy, an instructor in the Incident Response Unit, helps officers work on different methods to ensure everyone's safety. The multiple world champion in the ring was recently inducted into Hamilton Sports Hall of Fame.
I've never brought my belts into work, but my friends have come to the house and seen them, or maybe something that they've shown on TV, they've seen. Those don't mean as much now, and I have to now try to become the champion in this job.
Rakoczy and the Masticans are just a few of the dozens of athletes employed by Peel Police.
We have not just uniform positions, but we have over 900 civilian members that work in our organization. And so there's a lot of opportunities here. And if you're curious, come to one of our information sessions and learn more.
The next information session is on April 18th. More details can be found on their Instagram page. In just under 2 months, the Toronto Argonauts will kick off their first preseason game, hoping to make it to another Grey Cup championship. A former player that's won 3 Grey Cup titles and they played in the NFL, they went from the football field to now the field of policing.
When I was with Prisoner Escort, I did have a couple of my platoon members, or we had just started at the same time. There were a couple of them that looked me up, and it was one guy that's like, hey, you have a Wikipedia page. I was like, listen, it's not my fault. I didn't put it up there, but I am that guy.
Marcelo Simmons is that guy. He coached and played in both the NFL and CFL. After his football career, he joined Peel Regional Police, where he started as a prisoner escort and now is in the process of becoming an officer.
I think what gives me joy is actually having to take on a different profession.
Simmons isn't the only football star with Peel. Faraj Ismail played professional football in Europe, where he won a national championship.
It's come up on occasion, probably earlier on in my career, when I think it started. I think we were at a function and somebody brought a football out. We started throwing it and somebody said, what? And then we kind of got into that conversation.
Ismail is an inspector of community safety and well-being services with Peel.
There are so many incredible members of this organization that have played sports and done so many other things, even in the arts, and we really have quite an eclectic and an incredible group, and I think it does take all types to succeed in this job.
Part of that group is Tiara Thomas Reynolds, once a force to be reckoned with on the pitch, won gold and silver medals with York University's rugby team.
Every now and then I'll run into someone that I've competed against and I'm like, hey, how's it going? The rugby community is, as much as we're competitive while we're on the field, for however long we're on the field, it's a very family dynamic. So once we're off the pitch, it's all love.
Whether it be Ishmael, Simmons, or Thomas Reynolds, they all agree that playing sports at the collegiate level or higher has helped them transition to their role of serving the community.
I think when you look at sports in general, you think of things like competencies like teamwork, dedication, commitment, never giving up, valuing diversity, putting self before others. And I think it just so perfectly aligns with the profession of policing.
For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.